All right, everybody, welcome in. So my name is Addie. I want to welcome you guys back to Soothe the Season. This is 25 days of breath work for grief and stress during the holidays. So tonight we are at day 5. So if you've been here with me for the last 4 nights, welcome back. I hope you guys are ready to jump into cultivating a practice of breath work. If this is your first time hopping into one of my lives, or if this is your first time being here for Soothe the Season, I want to welcome you in. I am a widowed individual. I have lost a spouse as well as a sibling, as well as a best friend, spouse and best friend recently within the last 2 years. So I understand that grieving during the holidays can be something that is more pronounced. The holiday season has a tendency to really put us into stress mode and amplify any grief that we could be feeling for multiple different reasons. And because of that, I thought that what a better gift that I could give back to you than to show up here in this space every day, to breathe with you, to invite you to breathe with me, and that together we can cultivate a community and a sense of healing and a sense of peace through what could be the hardest season of the year to get through. So I welcome you guys in tonight. I'm happy that you are here. If you have not already, go ahead and take a comfortable seat somewhere. You can plop on the floor. I have a yoga cushion that I like to sit on. You can raise your hips up on a pillow. I want you to get really comfy tonight. If you would like to lay down for this one, you can. You're welcome to lay down. And we're gonna jump right in and get started. These breathwork sessions are meant to just be short introductions to breathwork, just something that offers and provides you a space as well as a tool to come and just have some time with yourself. So first things first, just checking in with everybody. How are you tonight? And as you're getting comfy and as you're getting cozy in your seat, how are you this evening? And are you ready to breathe? For some of us, coming to this space ends up being the first time that we've really checked in with ourselves all day long. And so one part of cultivating this habit or this work or this lifestyle of making sure to come and have intentionality behind our breath is to do a check-in. So I always like to start with a body scan, just a simple check-in so that you can really dig in and ask, how am I feeling today? We do our body scan from head to toe, and this is a full body scan. So we're going to examine the physical state of the body. How are we feeling? How are we doing? How is it going on the outside? But we're also aiming to question and ask ourselves and really attune our energy to seeing how also are we doing on the inside. So go ahead and take a comfortable seat. And just for right now, it doesn't really matter where you put your hands, how you put your hands. For the sake of education, I do want to let you know that when we go into the breathing part, anytime we are in breath or anytime you are simply just sitting to ground, palms down are going to be for grounding. Okay, so if you maybe feel like you need a little bit more grounding energy tonight, if you need to feel a little bit more anchored and tethered, I encourage you to place your hands down. Palms up is going to be receiving. This is receptive energy when the palms are up. So maybe tonight you are interested in receiving anything that may come to you. You're open. You are open to receive. And if that is the case, you can be palms up. And as we go ahead and start our body scan for tonight, I just want to start by asking you to bring your attention and your awareness up to your crown, to the top of your head. And we're just going to check in with the head. How is your head? How are the back of your ears? Bringing your attention to your eyes, to your nasal cavity. How's your head? How are your thoughts? How have your thoughts been today? What's going on in your mind? Maybe your mind has been peaceful and calm today. It is Friday. Maybe your mind is ready for a break. It's been racing and running. Maybe you've been thinking all week because of work. Whatever it is, just checking in and observing what is going on in the head, what's going on in the mind. We'll bring that awareness down to the neck. How is the neck and the shoulders? We talk about stress and tension. We did releasing the weight this week, and we learned that the weight that we carry, the energetic weight of our stresses and emotions, live in our body. And so checking in with the neck. How is the neck? How are the shoulders? And you may feel like you want to invite a little bit of movement in as you're checking. As you bring your awareness into the neck, checking in with the neck, you may feel a need to maybe gently move your head from side to side to really fully get that check in, and that's okay. And we'll bring that awareness down into the shoulders, down into the heart space. You may want to bring your hands to the heart, checking in with the heart, checking in with the center. How is your heart tonight? How's your heart? Bringing that awareness all the way down. We bring that awareness into the abdomen. We check in with the abdomen. We check in. Thank you for the likes. We check in with the gut. We check in with digestion. How are we doing in our center? We check in with the solar plexus. We check in with the sacral. How's our confidence? How's our esteem tonight? And we bring that awareness down into the hips, just checking in with your hips, checking in with your low back. Checking in with the tops of the thighs. And then bringing that awareness all the way down the legs and into the feet. Last but definitely, we don't count them as least, our feet being one of the most important spaces in the body. Our feet being our grounding connection to the earth beneath us. Our feet that carry the weight of our bodies and everything else that we carry all day long. And so just checking in and having this awareness of how you are feeling. I want you to check in with your emotional space. How was your day? Not what did you do today. In your emotional space, how was your day? And so our theme for tonight is grief and gratitude. And when I saw the theme for tonight of grief and gratitude, we want to think that can these two things coexist together? Can grief and gratitude coexist in the same space? Can grief and gratitude coexist in the same heart? Gratitude is the feeling, the act, the emotion of appreciation, of thankfulness, of being thankful and appreciative, grateful, satisfied. And so if you are someone who is grieving tonight, or you are struggling with grief or going through a journey of grief, I want you to think about, is there anything that can make this space? Sorry about that. Is there anything that make this space? Sorry about that. Is there anything that can make feel or anywhere in this space that you can welcome gratitude? Can you welcome gratitude into your grief space? Maybe you're grateful because you were able to breathe today. Maybe you're grateful because you have water to drink. Maybe you're grateful because how can we find space to hold space for gratitude even when we're grieving? And so I want you to think about that. As always, we take the theme for tonight and we carry that into our day tomorrow. So I want you to allow yourself to sit with that. The idea of grief and gratitude. The idea of what can I find to be grateful for, even when it feels like I have nothing to be grateful for. If you are in your comfortable seat, I want to go ahead and give our mantra for tonight. So last night, our mantra was, in stillness, I find my strength. Tonight is, I honor my grief while welcoming gratitude. I honor my grief while welcoming gratitude. And I want you to maybe hold space for the intention tonight that we can be grateful just for being able to breathe in this space. Let's be grateful for our breath. So no fancy techniques tonight. We talked about this last night. For the next couple of days, we're just going to be settling in with breath awareness. We've done breath awareness, we did alternate nostril breathing, and we've done box breathing. And we will go back into the technique of breathing as our days continue to go on. We're doing this for 25 days. We're on day 5, so we have 20 days left. So I promise we will do more technique. But one of the hardest things is coming into a regular habitual practice of paying attention to your breath. But I can promise you that once you begin to have this awareness of your breath and how your breath can shift and change and do different stuff based on how you're feeling, based on what's going on in your emotional body, and based on what's going on in your physical body, then we can add in those techniques to get a fuller experience of breath work. So just for tonight, if you are comfortable, I'm going to have you go ahead and sit up nice and tall and straight. If you're laying down, that's okay. I don't recommend you're driving. And we'll loop the shoulders up toward the ears and we'll roll them back and down. And then I just want you to bring your attention to your breath right now. I don't want you to change anything about how you're breathing. What I want you to do is observe and take notice of how you're breathing. Are you breathing full inhalations? Or are you only breathing in halfway? Are you belly breathing? When you breathe, does your belly feel really expansive? Or are you chest breathing? Are you breathing from the top and not deep into the belly? Can you feel the air into your throat when you breathe? Are you breathing through your nose or were you breathing through your mouth? Are your lips open or are they closed? What does the air feel like as it comes through your nostrils? Does it go down the back of your throat? Do you feel like it goes up into your sinuses, into your eyes? Just taking an observation of your breath. Are you breathing quick? Are you breathing slow? Are you trying to change your breath because I'm asking you to pay attention to it? Did your breath try to change when I told you to bring your attention to your breath? And what I want to invite you to do while you're simply just breathing and observing, we're just observing the breath. Maybe you tried to change your breath just a little bit and now it's falling back into its normal rhythmic pattern. What is the normal rhythm of your breath? We're just paying attention, that's all. Breath awareness. We're bringing our attention and our intention to the breath. And if you happen to notice that random thoughts start to jar up, or you feel restless, like you need to move or adjust, I just want you to take an observation of that too. What does sitting here, being in presence with your breath, pull up for you? And as you think about that, I want to invite you to begin to relax the body. So I invite you to relax the shoulders without slouching down and collapsing into your body. I invite you to just relax the shoulders. I invite you to remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth, unclench your jaw. I invite you to relax and soften the belly. So if you're sucking your tummy in or you're trying to sit up with all of your muscles tight, I invite you to just relax the muscles. Bringing the attention back to the breath. And I want you to go ahead and see now if you can deepen the breath just a little bit. And all that means is you're just pulling a little more air in than you were a moment ago. You don't have to go overboard. You don't have to try to fill your lungs to capacity. Just see if you can lengthen your inhale just a little bit. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through your nose. And then I just want you to observe. How was that? And we'll breathe in again, lengthening the breath, and we'll exhale again. And so understanding that in order to come out of a space of fight or flight, which stress and grief can put us in, and in order to come into a rest and digest, in order for the parasympathetic nervous system to be activated, in order to bring that sense of calm and ease in the breath, we can attempt and intend to allow our exhale to be longer than the inhale. So I want you to keep that in mind as you continue to breathe and observe. Inhaling through the nose, and then slowly exhaling through the nose. And we'll try to lengthen that exhale, make it a little longer than the inhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. And observe. I invite you to continue to soften the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. contemplating now, what is it that you can give gratitude for? What are you grateful for right now in this moment? Not 5 minutes ago, not earlier this morning, not later tonight. Right now in this presence, what can you hold in gratitude? What can you appreciate? What can you be thankful for? Breathe in. Breathe out. And observe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we observe. And as you continue this pattern of breath, a more slow-paced breath, I want you to continue to observe the breath. How does it feel to slow down your breathing? Are you breathing in deep to your belly? Or are you breathing in the chest? Are your inhales longer or shorter than your exhales? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel softened in the body? Or are you still holding your body tight and tense and clenched in certain areas? Have you removed your tongue from being pressed at the top of your mouth? Are your jaws relaxed? Are your eyes open or closed? Is the air coming in through your nostrils cold or warm? This is breath awareness, and we are just bringing our attention and our intention to our breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we'll take one final inhale. I want you to bring this one in nice and deep. Now this is the one that I want you to fill your lungs with. Feel your chest expand. Feel the breath go all the way deep down into your belly. Hold it at the top. Don't let it out yet. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And then you can open your mouth this time and give me a big audible exhale. Allow everything to just soften. Grief and gratitude. Feel free to put what you're grateful for in the comments. That might be nice if you'd like to express that outwardly. And before we go, I just want to ask that you check in with yourself once again. How do you feel now? How is your emotional space? And just like in the beginning, we can start with the top of the head and you can check in all the way down. How are your thoughts? How is your mind? How is your head space? Maybe you were stuffy and now you're not. Maybe you were clear and now you're stuffy. How is your nasal passage? How is your throat? How is the neck and shoulders? How is the heart? How is the belly? Checking in with the center. And checking in all the way down to the legs and the feet. You can wiggle your toes, bring the awareness back into your feet. How can we find gratitude even in our grief? Your mantra, once again, is I honor my grief and I welcome gratitude. Hands to the heart center. And I encourage you to set an intention to welcome gratitude. One thing about being grateful is that the more things that we are grateful for, the more things we draw in to be grateful for. Stress sucks. Grief fucking sucks. The holiday season can amplify both of these emotions to a 10. But if we can find one little pocket of gratitude and ride that wave, we can invite room for more. If you can remember that you have a tool at your disposal, which is your breath, and you can sit and you can do this and you can come back to this at any time, even if it's just to get that few minutes of peace and calm. Exactly. So thank you guys for joining me tonight for 25 days of breath work. This is Soothe the Season, and my name is Addie, your breathwork facilitator. These replays are available on my YouTube channel, so just be sure if you popped in late, if you're just popping in now, if you want to come back to this video specifically, or if tonight's your first night here and you want to go back and jump in with day one, you can go to my YouTube channel and all of the videos are right there for you in a playlist. You are so very welcome, Joanne. I am glad you are here tonight, Leanne. I am grateful that I can be here to facilitate for you. I am grateful that I can introduce some of you who've never sat and intentionally breathed, who've never intentionally sat with your breath before, that I can show you this very, very, very simple tool to have at your disposal. You are very welcome. I already know. Thank you so much for all the likes. I think you've been here a couple of nights now, so I really appreciate you throwing those likes up and helping to get our sessions here picked up in the algorithm. I wish you all a wonderful night, because this one has gone a little longer than I anticipated, but I hope that everybody has a beautiful night tonight. The YouTube channel is Addie Green, Sensual Movement Lab, but you can also get to it from my profile, link in bio, or just on my profile. Click the little Instagram icon and it'll also pull up the YouTube channel. So hopefully you'll head over and subscribe over there, and I will see you guys back here around, I don't know, I kind of like this time. We've been doing 7:45, 8, but this late night seemed to be kind of nice. So I don't know. Maybe comment on the video on YouTube and let me know what time zone you're in and what is a good time that you like to do this. And I might just try different formats, but I will be back here tomorrow at some point tomorrow night for day 6, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks for joining me, and I hope that everyone has a beautiful rest of your night. Bye.